Never said that was lying. Again and again I done cried. Feel like I never be fine. Yeah, I miss you, dog. Miss you, dog. Miss you, dog. Yeah, I miss you, dog. Miss you, dog. Miss you, dog. Miss you, dog. So I keep my head to the sky. Look up to heaven to find. Where have you been all this time? All I know is you been on my mind. Yeah, I miss you, dog. Miss you, dog.
Well. Look what we have here. All right. Wow. This is me.
They said it gets better with time.
Juan versus
Whoever
John.
said that was lying. Again and again
Guys.
I done cried. Feel like I never be fine.
Cheers.
Yeah, I miss you, dog. Miss you, dog. Miss you, dog. Yeah, I
First
miss
water.
you, dog. Miss you, dog.
So, this is the Brutally Honest Sports Podcast. This is where we laugh, analyze, vent, and occasionally tell the truth, even if it's brutally wrong to admit. Now, key word in that statement there, vent. I'm not making this sappy, sad, depression type podcast. I definitely want to talk into mental health and get that out there too, but I'm a big clown. I love to laugh. I'm here to laugh, make jokes, be happy, give good advice to lead people to the right space with sports. That's it. So, welcome to the nonfiction life of basketball, baseball. Edwin Diaz, maybe right here. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. F you if you don't like the Mets. Ha. Anyway, and if you're a Yankees fan, bye. Anyway, so where was I? Okay, see, this is where I get off topic sometimes. Anyway, welcome to the nonfiction life of basketball, baseball, and football. From my eyesight of view, you're now watching and listening to the Brutally Honest Sports Podcast with yours truly, John Crowlers Weiner. So I kind of have a script here because, I am going off the top of my head. I'm doing all this whole podcast thing is straight off the top. Nobody taught me what equipment to get. I did a lot of research on YouTube, just starting something new. Anyway, thank you for any support at all on this journey because I really don't expect much out of this. I really don't. I mean, if people like it, people watch it. If so, if I got like 5, 7, 8 subscribers that watch every week, I'm still going to post every week. If I have 1, 2, 3 subscribers, 2 people watching each week, I'm still posting every week. This is personally just for me to go out and just enjoy talking about sports because it's what I do. So thank you for any support at all on this journey because I really don't expect much out of this. Creating this content is partially for selfish use to get myself out of a deep sinking hole mentally. Giving me a purpose each week to create something on my own and let feelings out of my head instead of keeping them locked in. So I realized after a quick 35 years of life that speaking out loud to someone or even yourself can help relieve a lot of stress or problems you think you might have. My love for sports and the enormous passion I have for basketball led me to create this podcast, mainly because I love talking shit. Simple as that. Basketball is the sport that's been in my life competitively since I was about 8 years old. I live it every day. I breathe it every day. My kids breathe it every day. If I wasn't a short king as I am, I would have been in the NBA. I swear to God. I would have been in the NBA. If I was about 5'11", 6 foot, I would have made it to the NBA. That's word on mom. Swear to God. So, with all that being said, thank you for whoever's watching. So, I got a motivational quote of the day. All right? It's simple like this. 1 today is worth 2 tomorrows. What I am to be, I am now becoming. Simple as that. If the quote resonates to you, hope it does. If not, it did to me. So that's the quote of the day. Take it how you want to be. Leave it down. World news. I'm gonna talk my shit, but this is what I like to do on this podcast. I'm gonna go to my iPad, go to the news app, and I searched today. What's going on today? So I'm gonna read a couple. Let's see what that says. Okay. Oh, perfect one to talk about. Trump DOJ order on Jeffrey Epstein could create legal and ethical challenges. Let's read what this has to say. The Justice Department said unsealing grand jury transcripts related to Epstein's case is necessary given longstanding and legitimate public interest in the case. I'm not even going to read a lot what this is saying because, come on, whoever believes just Jeffrey Epstein was not murdered in his jail cell is a fucking dummy. You are stupid if you believe Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide by himself. I don't care what anyone says. The proof is in the pudding. I've seen video after video. I've seen journalist after journalist talk this Jeffrey Epstein case. The motherfucker got killed. Simple. I'm gonna leave it short and sweet as that. Fuck that. Now let's go to the next story. ICE is getting unpresented. Motherfucker. I wasn't good at school. Change the wording on that one. All right, let's find something. Oh, here goes a good one. Man sucked into MRI machine dies from his injuries. Long Island police say. Let's see what the fuck this. Man who was sucked into an MRI machine died from the severe injuries he suffered. Police on New York, Long Island said. Nassau County police said the man was wearing a large metallic chain and entered an MRI room while a scan was in progress Wednesday at Nassau Open MRI in Westbury. The man, 61, died from his injuries the day after the incident at the hospital, police said Friday. Police said a witness told them he defied orders to stay out of the room after he heard a patient, his relative, screaming during a scan. When he entered the magnetic, what the fuck? This can't be real life, but this is real news. When he entered, the magnetic machine pulled the chain around his neck and caused him to be drawn in as well. Wow. When he entered, the magnetic machine pulled the chain around his neck and caused him to drawn in as well, police said. All right, I don't mean to laugh at this story, but what the fuck? What? My man got a platinum chain on going to MRI and got sucked into the machine. What the hell? Anyway, that's your world news for the day. Next topic. Next topic. Where are we at? What grinds your gears? What grinds my gears? Perfect. What grinds my gears? You know what grinds my gears? So we live in upstate. I live in upstate New York, and we have a bunch of Stewarts everywhere, right? Stewarts is a hot commodity in upstate New York. So one thing that grinds my gears is when you're walking over to Stewart's door, front door, right? And then you open the door, see somebody walking. So, as a gentleman as I am, I'll hold the door open for somebody. Mostly it's always old people. I don't know why the coincidence of that, but every time I go to Stewart's and I go to grab a door and I see somebody walking behind me, it's always an old person behind me. So obviously I hold the door open for them, let them walk in. Now, this happens about 9 out of 10 times. I don't understand why. I'll hold the door open for the old person. They'll walk in. They won't say nothing. They won't acknowledge that I'm simply holding the door for them, taking time out of my day to be polite to somebody elderly than them. And they don't say nothing. They don't say a goddamn fucking word. That's what grinds my gears. And you know what? Every time they do it and they walk in and I'm holding the door and I'm just staring at them, I want to go back into the store, grab them by their fucking shirt, pull them back out the door, close the door, reopening it, me walk back into the Stewart's and then close the door behind me and let them motherfuckers' asses outside. That's what I want to do every time. That's what grinds my gears for the day. Anyway, next one, Q&A. So I don't have questions. I actually have two this is some news for you guys. I have 2 interviews set up already. One with Mr. owner, operator of AAU basketball team. That's my first interview. Second one is with the famous, infamous, most popular, hands down, one of the best basketball players to come out of upstate New York, Mr. Wow! My second interview on this podcast. Hope you guys stay interested long enough to watch these interviews coming up. Appreciate everybody that supports and watches. So those are the 2 interviews coming up. I have 2 more after that. I won't say the names just yet, just confirming the details. All right. First question. So basically, this Q&A is for myself. First question. What is the top 5 basketball players you love watching growing up? Top 5. Okay. Definitely Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is one. 100% Allen Iverson. Who else? Oh, Kenyon Martin. Bet you didn't expect that one to say. Kenyon Martin. I love Kenyon Martin. The way him and Jason Kidd had the 1 and 2 off the backboard alley-oops. It was growing up as a kid. I love Kenyon Martin. His intensity on the court, his passion, his aggressiveness is amazing. So definitely Kenyon Martin as a number of 3. That's 3, right? Yeah, 3. 2 more. Allen Houston. Loved Allen Houston on the Knicks. Big Knicks fan also. The way he shoots the ball was amazing, effortless. Just his flow of motion, what he shot through. I don't know if you're a basketball head like mine, those little simple like their form and how their hand rotates off the ball and how the ball rotates off their hand. I watch those type of things. And another one, number 5. This is just coming up off the spot. Steve Francis. Steve Francis was another one. Oh my God. His quickness, his hesitation, the hesitation he has that always left defenders just in froze. Amazing. He played on the Houston Rockets. That's 5, right? Yep, that's 5. Question 2. Is there a specific player that you try to mimic your game from? Of course. Jason Kidd and Allen Iverson. The way Jason Kidd, the basketball, his point guard IQ, I try to mimic that. Every time I caught the ball for rebound, I'm looking up. Who I'm passing? Who's open? Going up the floor. That's how I mimic my game growing up as a high school player and as a kid, as a young kid. And of course, Allen Iverson. Definitely try to mimic his crossover. I definitely perfected it. So set him up 1-2 between the leg, come with the left, in, out, and then I would miss the shot every time I did the crossover. But that's a whole another story. I fixed my shot after high school, so don't fucking get on me. But yeah, that's the 2 players I mainly try to make my basketball game around. Those 2 definitely. Question 3: favorite sports memory of yourself? Favorite sports memory of myself? Definitely, I was in high school. I was playing at Shaker High School in Latham, New York. I was actually a 10th grader, and I got moved up to varsity at this time. And if people know, back in the day, probably around 2000s, early 2000s to 2010, if you're from around here, you know, if you got moved up as an underclassman, if you were in the 11th or 12th grade, you were definitely talented in some way. Not like how it is now. 8th graders are playing varsity and they can't even make a left-hand layup. So that's a whole nother topic we can talk about. It's so easy to get moved up varsity at this time of the century. So as I'm saying, so my favorite memory, I was in 10th grade, right? We're playing versus CBA, Christian Brothers Academy. And I was at the free throw line, right? CBA, packed gym. Everybody's in there. It was a rival game. And CBA's fans were chanting, "It's past your bedtime. Past your bedtime." And I was at the free throw. I'm like, yeah, past my bedtime. I'm like, watch. This is all I'm saying. All this in my head. Ready? Shot. Break. I'm like, oh my god. So the CBA's crowd's laughing, cheering, yeah. Then the second shot, second free throw coming up, dribbling, pass your bedtime. Pass your bedtime. I'm dribbling, concentrating. I'm like, I better make this. Better fucking make this. Switch. I looked at the crowd. I said, started running back, right? All I heard was subbed out quick. Coach subbed me out after I shushed the crowd. He said, hi. I come over to the bench. I don't know who it was. One of my teammates is like, how you shushed the crowd and you only made 1 out of 2 free throws. So that's definitely a memory that I'll never forget. And that was an amazing time in my life. Great time. Shout out Shaker High School. Shaker High School basketball. They just won a state title this past season. This podcast is going to talk about high school basketball too. So high school players, you might be mentioned on here. I might ask for an interview too. So be ready. I like to give people all the credit when credit is due, 100%. Go Bison. So question 4. What regret do you live with to this day? What regrets? Only regret I really live with is I would never regret my kids. Never. But the thing I do regret is how young I had them. I was 19, just got out of high school. First year in college, and then I had my first kid, and I was playing basketball up at Adirondack Community College, and that's when I found out I was having my first kid. I was still a kid, finding out I was having a kid. It was like, it was crazy. It was a crazy situation mentally. You don't know what your life is about to be like at that time, because you're still just a kid. You're thinking about going to buy the new pair of Jordans. I'm thinking about going to play basketball and try to hopefully score 20 in the next game. Like, that's what I was worried about. Not me having to put clothes on another human's back. You know what I mean? So that's I would regret having kids that young of age. My advice to anybody: make sure you're established in life. Make sure you have a good job. Make sure you're mentally stable. Make sure your money is on the right track, and then find the perfect woman you want to have a kid with, and then do it. Then start a family. Other than that, man, enjoy your life. Have fun as a 20-year-old. Do what 20-year-olds do. Go have fun. Meet new people. Experiment different jobs. Like, do that first before starting a family. Believe me. Believe me. Anyway, question 5. What makes you happy? What makes me happy is seeing the people I love and care about happy. That's generally what makes me happy. When I'm around my kids, they're playing basketball, they're laughing, they're smiling, having a good time. It's the most happiest I am. That's what makes me happy at the end of the day. None more to it, none less to it. Now, that's basically the end. I wanted the first episode, keep it short and sweet. It's going to get more detail-oriented. More episodes go on. But I just wanted to get my feet wet, see how this goes. This right here, I still don't know what the fuck this does. It got all these little buttons on here. It's not connected. This is not connected. This is for show. I'm still learning as I go. So I will figure out what this exactly does. I know it controls the mic volume, but I have the mic over here on the iPad. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to figure more of this stuff out. Like I said, I'm experimenting, man. I'm just here to talk my bullshit. I love sports, love basketball, love my Mets, love my Niners, love my Knicks. There's nothing more to it. If you want to watch. If not, bye, Felicia.
So I keep my head to the sky, look up to heaven to find. Where have you been all this time? All I know is you been on my mind. Yeah, I miss you, dog. Miss you, dog. Miss you, dog. Yeah, I miss you, dog. Miss you, dog. Miss you, dog. Miss you, dog. It's difficult to speak this my only weakness. But I do this for those who miss you, cause I know they need this. We miss you, dog, miss you, dog, miss you, dog. We miss you, dog, miss you, dog, miss you, dog. At first I didn't think that this was something